Hey guys, this is Robert from Redneck Brewing coming at you with a very special episode. I'm going to be reviewing some beers that a subscriber sent to me. Now, this subscriber goes by the name of Bobby Nacho. He and I have become very good friends over Facebook. We've been talking back and forth probably for about a year now. But Bobby has learned to brew from a lot of the same people on YouTube that I did. And he was kind enough to share some of his beer with me. Now, the only bad thing about Bobby, he's a Pirates fan and I'm a Reds fan. And we're kind of rivals. But we don't let that come in between us. But I want to start off by saying, Bobby, how much I appreciate you sending this to me. It means a lot to me. Shows me that maybe I'm actually doing something right here and people are listening to me. So thank you so much. Now, he has sent me 4 different styles of beers. I'm going to be testing or trying out those beers over the next several nights. But for you, it's just going to be one consecutive review after the next. But let's get started. The first beer I'm going to try tonight is actually a cider. This is the cider that he made and sent to me. So let's see what it looks like. I'm not even sure if this is carbonated or not, but we'll find out here in just a second. Very lightly carbonated. Now, this has been, oh wow, yeah, I can definitely smell alcohol in it. Has an aroma of apples, which I would expect. So it smells right. So let's give it a pour, see what we got here. I'm going to pour it gently until I see what kind of carbonation that we have. It's got a good color. Now, I've had all these in my refrigerator for a couple of weeks to let all the sediment settle out of them. Now, you will see a little bit of sediment in this glass, but there was just a little bit that gathered up around the rubber washer, and that's not necessarily his fault. Stop it there. Definitely smells like a cider. Very much so. Now, his style of cider, oh wow. I don't know if you can see it, but it's got a lot of activity as far as the bubbles are concerned. Let me bring it to you so maybe you can see it. So there you go, I'll light up to it. It does have some carbonation coming up. It is a little bit dark. It's not as clear as some ciders, but that's fine. This particular style of cider looks really good this way. So let's give it one more smell. Cheers, 17. Okay. I definitely, at the front of the tongue, am getting a very pronounced apple. And in the back, or middle of the tongue to the back of the throat, that turns into a alcohol flavor. Now, I personally like that. I like stronger beers, and I like whiskey also. I love that. Let's try it one more time. I have to ask him what the alcohol content is on this. And if I find out before tomorrow, I'll let you know when I do the next beer review. It's very dry. It's kind of a Merlot dryness. And again, I like that. It's not for everybody. The alcohol flavor and the dry Merlot mouthfeel is not for everybody, but I love that. So I definitely, Bobby, give this my stamp of approval. I am going to really enjoy drinking the rest of this glass. And out of all of them that he sent me, this is the only one he only sent me one bottle of. So I'm really going to have to enjoy this. Go slow with it. But it is really good. Try one more sip. So I will see you tomorrow, or in TV land or YouTube land, in about 3 seconds. Hey guys, welcome back to night 2. So last night I tried the cider, and I had to find out what the ABV was on it. I asked Bobby. He said it was 12.5%. I believe every percent of that. I'm not going to say it took my head off, but it came pretty darn close. It was really good. Now tonight we have a brown ale that we're going to try. Now, brown ales for me are hit and miss. So if I don't like it, it's not necessarily a reflection on the beer. I personally don't like extremely malty beers. So it depends on how high the IBUs are on this beer, if I'm going to like it or not. I'm hoping it's going to be on the higher end of that scale, but I wanted to put that out there just so you understand that I like more hops. More hops the better. I'm a hop head from way back. So anyway, let's get this started. Now this has been sitting again in my refrigerator for a couple weeks. So all the sediment should be down at the bottom of it from transportation. So let's listen for a good hiss. Does have a good hiss. I do know he kegged this, or he bottled this out of his keg. Certainly has the right smell. I am getting more malt than I am hop, which would be correct for this particular style of beer. Let's give it a pour and see what we have. Again, I'm going to do a light pour till I see what kind of... Oh yeah, no, that's the right color. I'll do a little bit more aggressive pour. Stop right there. But definitely have a brown ale, that's for sure. I would show it to you, but there's not much to see. I'm still getting a lot of malt out of it. Well, let's give it a taste. Cheers, guys. Cheers, Bobby. It's not bad. It does definitely have a strong malty backbone to it. It kind of tastes like darker chocolate with some malt thrown in it. Very light on the IBUs. There's not much aftertaste that I can tell. Pretty much once you swallow, it's very clean on the palate. I do like that. Let's give it one more sip. I could drink this. There is a local brewery in Knoxville that I got to, Sawworks. This tastes very similar to their brown ale. Theirs is just a little bit stronger on the caramely flavor. I'm not getting much caramely flavor out of this. I don't know if he used any crystal malt in this. If he did, that would probably be a little bit better for my palate. But a very good representation of the brown ale. Good job. So stay with me. Got 2 more nights to go. And I'll see you in like 3 seconds. All right, guys, we're back for night number 3. And I've got a pale ale that Bobby made. And I just happen to have Bobby with me. I got him on video chat. Say hi, Bobby.
Cheers.
Cheers. 17, my friend. Now, Do me a favor and tell everybody what I'm fixing to try here.
So you're going to try what I call lurker pollen. It's a American Pale Ale. I used a pound of fresh citra hops that a friend of mine gave me to try, and I really didn't know what to do with them, so I just kind of looked around and I found a clone recipe, and this is from Three Floyds. It's called Zombie Dust. I've never had Three Floyds Zombie Dust, but everybody that tasted this beer told me it's a really, really good clone. So, I don't have anything to base it on other than what they tell me, but everybody really seemed to enjoy it.
Well, cool. I look forward to trying it because, from my understanding, out of everything that you've sent me, this is going to be right up my alley.
I think this one. As soon as I made this one, I thought I know who this beer's for.
Well, let's crack it open and see what we have. What are you drinking tonight?
This is actually the brown ale. I still have a little bit of brown ale left, so.
I still have one more left. Let's crack it open. All right, got a good hiss on it. Oh, now we're talking. Oh, it's definitely hoppy. I'm liking that. I do kind of get a little bit more citrusy from the hop smell that I'm getting, which would be expected from the hops that you used. All right, let's see what this looks like. Oh, that's a beautiful beer. Oh yeah, now we're talking. You got good bubbles. Upside down snowstorm. Oh, it smells wonderful. Okay, let's try this out. That's really smooth.
Yeah.
That's really smooth. It doesn't have a lot of times, especially stuff that you dry hop, has that really bitter taste that a lot of people don't like, and this does not have that at all. It has
I'm not a big hop fan. I like some hops, and I was afraid of that beer when I first tried it. I thought this is going to be too much for me. I'm not going to like it. But the more I drank it, I think it's nice and smooth, and it really does complement the flavors really well in that beer. I mean, it's just a nice smooth beer.
It is now. The IBUs on this, what are we looking at? About 55 to 60?
Yeah, they're supposed to be 60.
60. So, depending on what scale you're going on, this could be a light IPA, or it could be a heavier pale ale. Yeah, that's wonderful. I'm really enjoying it. It's like the one that I had last. It has a very clean mouthfeel after you swallow it. I'm getting the hop presence on the front of the tongue and the middle of the tongue, and then it's fading away as I'm swallowing it. So it's not lingering. And I like that good clean presence. You did really well. I have not had Zombie Dust either, but I'm gonna have to try one now. I have seen it.
I can't find it around here at all.
Well, I'll see if I can't help you with that. Well, that gives my approval. I really, really enjoy that one. So, thank you for letting me try that one, and I'm looking forward to the last one, which is my stout that you sent me, or your stout that you sent me.
My stout.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, I forgot. 17.
17.
17. Hi guys, this is Robert from Redneck Brewing coming at you for the last and final night, night 4. Tonight we're going to be trying Bobby's Stout. Now I've been looking forward to this. This beer again has been in my refrigerator for a couple of weeks, let all the sediment drop out of it. I am going to be pouring it into a stout glass. The glass does have etching on the bottom of it to help get the CO2 broke up and up to the top, help to form a good head. I can't wait to try this. I just want to thank you guys for sticking with this video. I know it's been a little bit long, a little bit different, but I hope you've enjoyed it. So Bobby, let's get into your stout. Has a good hiss, got a little bit of smoke. Definitely has the darker grain smell to it, darker malt. Reminds me of a Guinness-esque beer. Doesn't smell exactly like Guinness, similar. Let's give this a pour, see what we got. I'm not going to pour this quite as gentle as I have the other ones. Beautiful color. They may not be able to tell on the screen, but it is clear. It's a very dark, but it is clear. I don't see much of any sediment floating around. Don't have much of a head. I think that's because this came out of his keg. Definitely has a beautiful color. Almost looks like Coke in there. Give another smell. It definitely smells like a stout. Well, let's give this a try. 17. Cheers, guys. It definitely has the malt forward presence that I would expect out of a stout. So we've got that very darker malty flavor to it. As I move it to the back of my mouth, to the back of my throat, back of my tongue, it starts getting sweet. It gets that caramely flavor that I really enjoy in a beer. Let me give it one more sip. It has a good mouthfeel to it. It doesn't have that creamy stout feel that you get with a stout that's been on nitro like a Guinness, but it does have a good mouthfeel to it. I would expect a homebrewed stout to have this mouthfeel to it because it is under CO2 and not nitrous. That being said, it has a very clean on the palate. It does linger for a couple of seconds after I swallow. Nothing bad. Not a bad lingering. It's just, you know that you've had something on your palate. Very good. Bobby, I really enjoyed this. And I just want to say once again, I know I said it on Not One, Bobby, I really appreciate you doing this. It means a lot to me. Gives me encouragement that I'm doing something that you guys are liking. And so guys, I give Bobby a hand. I'm going to have his information in the comments section below. Go check out his Facebook page. See what he has to offer. And guys, I appreciate you coming along with me, and I'll see you on the next video.